Hello, hello, dear freediving family. This is Julian Moreau speaking. For the first time on this podcast, the interview will be in English, no more French today, because we have some special guests, the amazing and unique Maria Bobela and the funniest British man in the world, Dion Murdoch. The concept of this episode is like freedive coffee with Donny, but on this one, there is a difference. We replace the coffee with some fresh beer to survive the hot temperature of the Sinai Desert. This episode is a funny and friendly conversations about Maria's freediving journey and her life experience. I decided to invite Maria because she's one of the most smiling and positive women in freediving. Every time I see her, she shares good vibes and do crazy deep dive. My dear friend Dion Murdoch is a close friend of her, and the three of us make a great mix for a funny and interesting episode where you will discover Maria Bobela from a new angle. If you don't already know Maria, she is a Polish and holds 34 Polish national record. She is a strong deep diver. For instance, she dived CNF, constant weight no fins, at 68 meters, ranked in the world top 12. And she dived to 90 meter constant weight. And I hope she will soon join the 100 meter club. But no pressure, Maya. But we know that you will do it. Maria only do depth because she hates pool training and swimming. She only loves swim down. Dear friends, if you like Freediving Family Podcast, please put 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Freediving Family is mainly in French, but more and more episodes in English will be present, so don't forget to subscribe. Now, this is time to start Yalla Bina with Maria Bobela and Dion Murdoch. Hello Maria!
Hello!
I'm so happy to see you. The first time I met you, it was like 2 years ago when we were together at the World Championship in Corsica.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity to interview during the live. So I'm very happy to be with you again in the hub.
Yes, thank you so much for hosting me.
Today I'm not alone. This is my first podcast in English. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy to do it with you. But I'm not alone because it's my first podcast in English. So I need a buddy. So I asked my close friends and crazy friends, Dion Murdoch, to help me to interview Maria Bobela in English.
Bonjour, freediving family! How are we doing, everybody? You may have tuned into my episode a week or two ago, and now I'm back. Julian's asked for some help, and I think it's going to be quite a fun chat. The guest that we have on is a very good friend of mine. We've freedived quite a lot together over the years. We've got a funny story or two to tell, probably, haven't we?
Well, think about it, what we should tell them.
We'll probably dip in and out of freediving and fun and frolicking and silliness, and we'll end up somewhere interesting, I'm sure.
So Maria, the last 2 weeks I was going to Blue Hole to train, and every time when I go in, you go out, and you are every time smiling. How is going your training? Why do you train? Do you have some competitions coming?
It's quite unexpected season for me because I just came to the hub exactly 2 weeks ago, and I didn't plan to compete, but then I just wanted to give it a try, how quickly I'll be able to build my depth back, and somehow it happened way faster than I expected, than it ever before. So I decided that I'll take a part in the closest competition that's happening in freediving world in Sharm el-Sheikh. And just going with the flow. Absolutely not sure about what am I going to announce. It's just a trial of quick approach towards the comps, which I never did yet. Mm-hmm.
So you trained since 2 weeks, and I feel that you already reached the bottom of the Blue Hole?
Yes. I am in a very good state of my mind, and diving this season has become very, very nice.
I was going to say, I've got a feeling that I think I know what you might be wanting to announce. But
I don't know. I'm not jinxing anything yet. I have the thing that some people ask me, Maria, what are you going to announce? I do not want to say a thing because I'd rather do it and then I can speak about it. I don't know why, it's maybe funny approach, but I just don't like to jinx thing, like brag about something I haven't completed yet. Yeah.
But you can dream. Maybe you can dream of 100 meters because I know that your PB in competitions is in constant weight, 19 meter. And you did a lot of world championship. I think you have like around 14 national record. Because
34.
I looked at your Instagram before you come over. I'm like, how many has she got now? And Julian's like, maybe, yeah. I was like, yeah, more than you thought. A lot more than you thought.
Yeah, but we're combining the two different federations. So sometimes these numbers are being repeated.
Yes,
yeah.
Because you can train with Ada or with Simas.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have any questions, my dear assistant?
Do I have any questions? I've got lots of questions for you, Miss Bobela.
Let's go.
Lots of questions.
I'm ready.
Do you fancy a beer?
Sorry?
Do you fancy a beer?
Do I fancy a beer if you have one?
Go on, then.
Yes, we decided for this podcast to do a beer podcast.
Beer session.
So we're gonna drink during this podcast.
Yes, but we are not training tomorrow.
So
I think so.
Let's
have a beer.
Do you really think I was going to invite you around Julian's house and not bring a beer? Come on.
Oh my god, we should have a picture for the miniature with
Yes.
with the
The
cheer.
cover shot might be us in Coral Coast at 2:00 in the morning
Oh my
later
God.
on.
So now we can start this interview.
Cheers.
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 Amoebas, get the party on.
Are you sick right now?
Um,
Like, do you have like some? Is it because in Dahab it's famous that some people they have like belly problem
yeah,
and they
like,
dive and they have belly problem?
that's what's happening. But I'll see today. That's
The
great.
Pharaoh's Revenge.
The
I
Pharaoh's
call it.
Revenge. Yeah.
Somebody said earlier, "Oh, I've got the Dahab belly." It's not as bad as Delhi belly, but it's just Dahab belly. Yeah.
Well, both are shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, sadly, it's kind of like one of the side effects of spending a lot of time here, ingesting a good amount of seawater. I don't know, eating it, places on the street, things like that.
Yeah.
Kind of the way it goes every now and then, isn't it? It's the same with many parts of the world, many parts of the world. And when we free dive, it's kind of part and parcel, as we say in England.
And Maria, I have a simple questions. But when you train, like, do you have like just safety with you, or do you have like a coach? Do you have someone that help you to reach your goal?
So I resigned from having safety already 2 years ago because I don't wanna sound as if I was alpha and omega, but I have a feeling that right now there is one particular problem which I'm encountering. And I feel that I can work on it eventually in the future. And if I decide to go way deeper, try to reach the depths that right now are unimaginable for me. Then probably I would hire somebody to help me. But as of now, I feel that I can work on that I became so aware of what's going on within my body that I'm really able to spot what's going on, and I can work on it just by myself.
Just came very connected with yourself in the sense that
I did, yeah.
you feel you know more of what's going on.
Absolutely. I think like last year has been very crucial for me in terms of actually understanding how my head contributes or opposite doesn't contribute to the way I dive. And I think
Do you think it contributes or it doesn't contribute?
Oh,
Which
fuck
one?
off.
Which one are you going for?
Well, this season it's definitely a contributing factor as of now. Yeah.
Okay. So you mean that you need to mainly like train, of course, physically, but your mind is a big part of your dive?
I think so. Yeah. Look, I honestly think that there are different divers. I think some people need more of physical repetition and physical going to one particular depth and then adding on. And I think we all need to do the repetition. But apparently I think that some people win with their mind. And I think for all of us, it's a very individual process. I wouldn't say that there is one formula for every person, because I've seen people who really work diligently and add meter by meter, by meter, but you can see that it's like pure physical work. And then there are people that are so strong mentally, and they, although there is like anxiety of new depths and some fear factor, which I feel all of us sense before the deep dives, they are still able to kind of manage it and really, really, despite this fear, despite the anxiety, just kind of calm it down and go there to new PBs without actually putting that much of the physical work.
And do you have any tools or exercise you do to prepare your mind? Like, are you doing meditation, visualizations?
Or do you just have a lovely beer with your friends?
Lovely beer with the friends is definitely also a contributing factor when it comes to...
I did get a message the other day, we need a beer, we had one, and the next day, Dion, that was so nice.
Wait. I don't want to this sentence to end this way, okay? So in between somewhere in the training cycle, I think it's important for me to keep my social life going on, not to just become a freediving nerd. It's definitely important for me. Yeah. When it comes to water, I honestly feel that it's just the first year since I started freediving that actually I'm not that scared as I was before, because I really trust myself. And I think it's kind of... I think you need this time in the water to eventually start trusting yourself more and more and more. Because I don't imagine myself building up the depth as quickly as I did this year in previous years, because I just wasn't experienced enough.
Something I did want to talk to you about was kind of your approach to training in the way that how kind of regimented it is. Because I knew you were diving years ago, and I remember you said to me that you kind of took your foot off the pedal a little bit in the dive, rest, train, repeat, equalize, meditate, and I remember you saying that it was working for you, and then it was a little bit too serious, and you felt that being social, seeing your friends, going to the dinner, and kind of taking your foot off the pedal with the seriousness for you then ended up working quite a lot. And that I find super interesting from person to person. Some people really progress from just absolutely hammering themselves and doing nothing but free diving, nothing but stretching, meditation, equalize, eat and rest. And for other people, you really see them kind of let go into their training a bit. Yes, they're still diving. Yes, they're still training, still being serious. But they keep that playful edge to their life. Yeah. And that personally, for me, works also as well. I've gone serious with my training before. And then I've taken a step back and gone, oh, actually, I kind of feel my shoulders ease a little bit when I'm not... Because I guess that's not how my life is anyway, so it wouldn't work for me. But yeah, I found it very interesting because I'd only been freediving for a year or two when you told me that. And we were in Dachau and you see everyone comes to train and there's competitions and it's serious. And when you said that, I was like, there's normal
my
people
soulmate.
In this. Yeah, there's normal people in this sport, and it made me. We were good friends anyway, but it made me connect with you in a way that
Look, I don't want to speak for other people, but I also feel that maybe there is some kind of stigma that when you're like living your life and trying to be an athlete, simultaneously living your life and just, I don't know, having a party sometimes, meeting a friend a little bit maybe later at night while you should be sleeping, that there always would be somebody saying like, oh, you know, this person is not serious about their training. And I feel people...
Have you seen how deep I'm going?
No, like I feel that people just maybe don't open up enough about how they actually live their lives when it comes to performing sports. Also,
They're worried to show that side of themselves almost.
Maybe, yeah, but also I don't know if you will agree with me, but I don't know of any other sport that you get into when you're 30 and you can still become within like first...
Snooker?
I doubt it, to be honest.
I'll take that back. No.
Exactly. So I also think that without really offending anyone, because like I worked my ass off to be where I am, but I also think that I didn't work anywhere close to any, let's say, runners or power lifters or any other sports that I could compare. So I think it's relatively new sport, and we are still at the level in the sport that we can even reach the tops of it while actually living our lives. So yeah, like coming back to your question, I had that moment when I applied for my first competition that I had like this really, really strict routine to make it even more strict. I was going to Blue Hole around 5 a.m. with my coach Sergey.
Sergey Zikov?
Sergey Zikov, yeah, big hi to him. Lovely, lovely coach. Yes, because I was working remotely, so 9 sharp I had to be in front of my computer. And it was very, very strict, and I managed to follow this routine. It paid off, definitely, but I felt that I'm just burning out because I naturally am a social butterfly. I like to be among people, and I felt that by devoting myself so much to this training, I kind of was losing another parts of myself that I like in me, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And eventually, I hit the wall with that training. I burned out. I didn't want to go in the water. Like I was waking up, and it was a tragedy for me to even think of jumping in the water.
Waking up at 4 a.m. to get the blue.
Oh yeah,
5 a.m. Sounds like tragedy.
Probably that's one of the main things that disturb me. So I kind of like loosened up in this training cycle, I would say. I hit the wall at some point, and I had a moment of break, and when I came back, it kind of felt easier. But again, I don't want to encourage anyone to try it, because I think we all are very different. And also, I think freediving, I don't want to sound like woo, as if I was that I had some esoteric approach or something like that. But I feel that freediving really kind of reflects what kind of person you are.
Yes, I think we dive the way we are.
Exactly.
Well, there's the saying, right, that there's a saying in life anyway, if you will, that how you do anything is how you do everything. That our patterns in which we approach work, which we approach any hobbies, any sports, anything, love, how tidy the house is, like these patterns that we have are so personal to us. How we do absolutely anything, we're going to throw that across the board, and we're going to do that on absolutely every single part of our life. And if I think about that personally for myself, that's 100%. So you can't push your ways on anyone. I guess freediving, you figure out what works for you, and there's fun in finding that out, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, but I've always had this approach. Like I've always had a lot of things that I like to do, but they were many, so I just am the kind of person that whatever I do, I try to do it at 100%, but when I'm done with it, I kind of jump on something else. So it's same with my training. Like I go in the morning, I jump in the water, I focus on what I need to do. I'm happy if I manage to do it. I try not to punish myself emotionally, if it doesn't happen, because it's also the part of the game. And then that's it, I continue on with my life, whatever it is that the next thing that comes in throughout the day after my dive.
Have you jumped through sports in your life? Like, have you done
sports?
Yeah, sports or hobbies. Have you?
I did, yeah. Like I actually am probably the kid that's I don't know. I've done probably everything.
Yeah.
I started with ballet.
Okay.
The dancing ballet?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big word. I started because I went for just one class, and when I was a kid, I absolutely hated wearing stockings.
I can imagine.
And it was mandatory to wear stockings. So my mom went with me.
What about now? Do you like a pair of stockings now, or?
Not right. Not on me though. But it's all right. Now the stockings are completely fine. But that particular date, my mom dropped me at the ballet school. I think I was about 5. I just made a scene because I was forced to wear stockings, and I was like, okay, the ballet is
Julian,
not
do you know
for
what
me.
stockings are? Let's do a quick translation.
I have no idea what.
It's like the leggings, but they have like the sock
okay.
connector thing.
The big long...
Okay.
Yeah, hang on, stockings are all the way up, or are they short ones? Yeah, stockings are all the way.
All the way up, yeah.
I was going to say, I hope we're not lost in translation 3 times, and there's not a difference between Polish
Yeah.
stockings, English stockings, and French stockings.
Okay, good that you clarified. So then, right after the ballet, I went to a judo class.
Right, okay.
So just to show you how contrasting my hobbies
I
were.
hope you
And
don't mind me saying, I think that's more Maria Bobela.
judo.
The judo class.
All right, well, whatever you say.
Did we lose you at judo, or have we still got you?
No, I'm here.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So if I sum up a bit right now, you used to train like very strict, but it's not working for you. You need to have more fun, to go out, to see friends, to have a drink sometimes. You don't use especially like visualizations or meditations. But do you still have like habits? Something do you have like a training pattern?
Yeah, I have a habit that I perform depending on where I am in the, let's say, training cycle. If it's a water time that competitions are coming up, I definitely start working more and more around my lungs flexibility. So there are some exercises that contribute to preparing your lungs for compression and recompression, because when you're ascending, especially while I'm packing a lot, when I'm
Are you packing a lot?
I'm packing a lot, and unfortunately this is something I'm trying to learn. Sounds easy, but I completely forget about exhaling, which already caused me some troubles.
You mean exhaling before surfacing?
Just before surfacing.
To avoid like extra pressure.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm also trying to get my lungs ready for not only the big compression, but also
The
recompression. Exactly.
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
Yeah. What else?
That's a huge conversation in itself, packing or no packing.
Oh, absolutely,
We
yeah.
could spend a lot of time there.
We could. But
Yeah.
what else? Training the muscles around the glottis, vocal cords, tongue awareness, cheeks, soft palate, all of that, because I had this first competing season where I really trained all of this diligently, and I felt that I had a great control of it. And then the second season came, and I was all cool, I was like, no, I don't need to do that because I already know how to control all of this. And then I found myself in a trouble because I was losing all the year around 60 meters, and I was like, crap, how is that possible? I was diving deeper the year before, and I trained right now. So it turned out that this is just a regular muscle training, and if I could hypothetically deadlift 100 kilograms a year ago, and then I did nothing for a year, obviously the result will be that I cannot repeat the same exercise, right? So that was a big surprise for me.
Equalization, something people get cocky with.
Yeah,
I've got it now and it's there. I've personally done it myself once, and then now I stay on top of it more. When I'm teaching and coaching, I'm naturally doing all the movements and all the drills and showing people all the things, and that keeps me on top of it enough. I'm demonstrating it kind of in depth. In the summers, if I go away and I'm sailing, if I'm traveling and doing these things, I get back in the water, I can dive, I can get in the water and go and film somebody deep, watching their free fall, doing these things, and there's no problem whatsoever. The second I dive for myself, I go for a nice big charge, and I jump. I'm like, oh, hang on, there's
yeah.
and if it's not mouthfeel, it's like I hyper focus on the reverse pack, and I'm like, what am I doing there? If I'm just in the water playing, I can spearfish and be deep, and everything's fine. But as soon as I'm then back, it's like, because I haven't done the training, if you like, the overthinking comes back.
Exactly, when you like hyper focus, everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
That's truth.
In 101 ways, 1,001 ways, I find it's just another way for freediving to humble us.
Absolutely.
Okay, I need to do that thing.
I mean, it's really good that you're saying that. I think freediving has been one of the things, I don't want to call it a sport only, but let's call it a thing, because it's many things, That's really changed
The
me.
freediving thing, I like it.
The freediving
Change it.
thing, because
Yeah.
it could be a lifestyle, it could be a sport, it could be approach to life. I don't know. For some people, it could be meditative, whatever it is
Yeah,
for
yeah.
anyone. But for me, it's been actually all of this, I think, and it has changed me a lot. I think it's been the most changing factor for me as a person. Like, I think that throughout the last, I've been diving for 5 years, and this 5 years has been very transforming for me.
Yeah.
And exactly what you were talking about, this humbling aspect, the ego taming kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
a big,
yeah.
big change for me personally, because when I started, I was so looking forward to
Doing
gain.
judo.
Not now though.
Put your stockings on and going to
Maybe
judo.
sometime again in the future though. But no, like just to gain the label, you know. I wanted to be the best in Poland.
The
I
image,
wanted to be
right.
the image, the label. I wanted to be the champion in all 4 disciplines. If it was taken away from me, I was pissed, you know. I was really pissed off.
Yeah.
And like it's super funny for me to speak about it right now, because I cannot, I mean, I know it was there, but I somehow cannot believe it anymore, because my approach has changed so much. And
So
I
you're
like
more
it.
chill with yourself, more easygoing.
Absolutely. I mean, look, it's a game, and yeah, like now I could be the best, but maybe not. Maybe definitely there'll be better people coming, and I'm absolutely fine with that, and I'm happy, because I do not want these labels to define me. I'm a great diver. I don't want to sound. I don't want to sound.
The Polish record is like 101 meter with Marta.
101 meter with Agata.
Agata.
She did it, I think, 218, and then after that she quit freediving. The competitive freediving, and she continued on with teaching. Now she's a psychologist, so completely different direction. She's a mom as well. A great diver. I think she. I don't know Agata very well. We've met. What I think is that she had this like 100 meter dream, which she fulfilled, and then she continued on
Right.
with
She
her
kind of got
life.
the tick in the box and then was.
I
happy
think
to
so.
step
I think
back,
so, but I don't
maybe.
want to speak for her though.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that was the approach. So 2018 she performed her last competitive dive, and then like a few years later it was like untouched. It still is, and now there are like different people in the game. All Polish freediving depth game has kind of changed. Yeah.
How is the Polish freediving community? Because I check online on freediving ranking, and there are like 30 women doing competitions. So I guess it's small community.
Are we speaking of depth only, or?
I think depth and pool is different, but in
Okay.
depth.
Look, to be very honest, I don't really know much because I do not live in Poland continuously. So I come and go. I usually, whenever I go back to Poland, I go to Deep Spot. That's the deepest pool in Europe. It's 45 meters deep, and I just run workshops, master classes. Some courses, and not all of those people that you are talking about are present out there. So I really am not very close within the community, because I just don't have the opportunity to. But I do not think that it's very like structured, I would say. I do not see that Polish competitive community kind of like sticks together. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's something that is my observation. But again, I'm not there to really be able to define it. Although we have actually some of the best freedivers in the world, both in the pool and in depth. Like we have Matt Malina, who is within top 3 depth. Matt is absolutely best and one of the best in the pool as well. And we have Julia Kozerska and Magda Solich-Talanda, which are 2 female top athletes in the pool as well. So yeah, we got a game.
Yeah, looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
And you do you want to start pool competitions? Because
Oh no,
no,
absolutely not. The pool.
I've got to go back to something you said the other day. I asked if you wanted to go on like a 2-3 kilometer swim, and you were like, I don't swim. I can't swim. Like, oh, you just swim down. You're like, yeah, just down.
Oh yeah, that's actually quite funny because I really do not know how to swim very well. But
Super funny.
yeah, like I've heard that pool freediving can really contribute to the depth, but until
sure.
now I never needed that, and I still am progressing without the pool. Maybe if I hit the wall and I realize that the only way to improve would be the pool, maybe I'll go there. But I just don't like it. I don't like how it feels. Honestly, I think also the main reason I freedive is because it's in the natural circumstances. Despite the fact that the facility I just mentioned, the one in Poland, is absolutely fantastic, I really do not like diving there. I do not enjoy the pools. And actually, one of my first freediving sessions happened out there, and I was terrible. I was absolutely terrible, and
So you discover freediving at deep pool?
Yes.
Deep spots?
Yes, exactly. And then...
So 5 years ago.
Yes, and I was terrible. I couldn't dive to 3 meters. And I think it lasted like 2 sessions. And the thing was that I paid upfront for my IDA 2 course. So I forced myself to do it. And I barely got to, I think back then it was 16 meters. Now they dropped it down to 12.
Yes.
I kind of, forced my ears, probably using Valsalva to go there. And I quit. I was like, no, I don't understand why people do that. I don't want to do it. It's terrible. Yeah.
And now this is your life.
And that's like big part of my life, apparently. Yeah. And what happened, like I kind of rediscovered that half year later because coronavirus was continuing and I just wanted to escape from Poland, and I happened not really to want to get vaccinated. And the reason I happened to come to Dahab was because it was the only place I could go to.
Okay.
I've done a similar thing. I ran to Hurghada and then ended up in Dahab.
Yeah.
I was living on boats there.
Yeah, exactly. So I was here and I was like, okay, the beautiful sea, beautiful color of the sea, the underwater life.
Yeah.
And it was...
I'm free.
Yeah.
That feeling, right?
Yeah. And I was just curious. I was like, okay, let me just give it one more try, but this time in the sea. And it clicked with me.
And you start to train in Dahab during coronavirus with Sergei Zikov?
No, I started with Olga Rudnova from Olga Rudnova and Pete Botman. They are running the personal best school. Yes, really.
Personal best? Oh yeah. Sounds like you've done a radio jingle for them. Pete and Olga, you can have that one for free. Pete in the front, personal best, and Olga in the back.
No, really great. Great coaches, great instructors. Olga was working with me at the beginning, and she turned out to be exactly what I needed at that particular point. She was very empathetic. To be honest, I was very surprised because I always really liked water, and I felt great in water. And having that terrible diving experience, like terrible sensations within my body in deep spot in the pool, which I couldn't understand I couldn't understand what's happening. Like I had a feeling that my head is going to blow. Obviously these were my ears. But then I came in here and I kind of realized I developed the fear of water, which I never had. I've always been like this
Not
brave
surprising
kid.
if you can't swim.
I could always float, okay? Oh my god, come on. Yeah, so Olga turned out to have this wonderful, empathetic approach, and she very quickly kind of unblocked that fear of mine, and I just went in.
So you was feeling fear to go down?
It wasn't fear of going down, but it was particularly a fear of feeling what I felt in the area of my head. So it was obviously the lack of understanding how to equalize properly. So I was getting very tensed, and eventually what happened, only years later, I understand that I was a very tensed person on on a muscular level. I was very, very tense, whatever I was doing. Let's say I used to have a bruxism, where you are like,
Yes.
they say, eating your teeth.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what was the cause. I was just really, really tense. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have it anymore. And I really, I think mouthfeel is one of the reasons that I don't, because you just stretch all your muscles in your mouth. I
You
stopped
feel that
having
it
it.
helped.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
Well, it's awareness, right? It's becoming
Yeah.
aware of that area. So you become aware of when you're doing something in that area. That's
Yeah.
that simple, right?
But you was doing bruxism during day or when you were sleeping?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. I would, let's say, I would get stressed a little bit, and
But
I
from
would,
work, maybe from life.
from work, from life, whatever. And I would
Yeah.
catch myself, like moving my jaw, and then of course I would stop. But you are just not aware of all of these movements if they are with you all the time.
Yeah, it's an amazing journey from bruxism, very stressed, fear of water, to
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love hearing people's intro story to freediving, how they got into it, because it's common that we hear the story of the person that done their ADA 2 or their SSI or their Wave 1 or whatever, and within that course they hit a 4.5 minute stag, and they went there and they've done 3 days coaching and they went to 30 meters, and then and then they but that's not everyone. And it's cool to hear that people were athletic, or maybe they had this great meditative mind initially anyway, which helped them a lot. But I love the stories where people tried it sucked, and then they carried on.
Yeah. Look, I think it's very good indicator. Again, I'm coming back to what I said before, but I think like freediving is a really good indicator on where you are mentally.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mirror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. You see with so many people, they get into freediving and it helps so much mentally. They learn so many ways to control themselves, to regulate their nervous system, and then they freedive more and more, and they kind of they hit this wall and go, oh my god, because it's then the mirror. I'm now doing all of these mindful practices that I'm figuring out so much about myself.
True, but I think it also can go another way, because
Right.
I've experienced that. I was very humble at the beginning. I was very let's call it respectful towards water. I could feel its power, even like with this equalization related issues. And then when I unlocked it, I kind of developed that ego thing.
Right.
And it was through freediving, So
Yeah.
it took me a while to actually understand what was that, and that it wasn't good for me. For everybody else it could be something else, but for me it wasn't good. It took me really, I would say, around 2 to 3 years
Wow.
to actually even notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
become aware of it.
To become aware of it, and I think I became aware of it was when I lost it, kind of.
Right. Okay.
So I think it's quite a journey. Like for me, it's 5 years. It's been really
Yeah.
like another life that I lived through.
Yeah. I'm going to do a big loop back quickly
Let's do it.
and go we were talking about pool diving.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your thing, I personally think pool diving, you would absolutely fly with it, because I know a little thing about you, Maria.
Which is what?
know many things about you. Within pool diving, we don't have the dive reflex, the dive response so much, so the urge to breathe is super high. You like diving with contractions, you absolute lunatic. And I mean contractions. I'm not talking normal contractions that we can all manage. I'm talking contractions on the way down.
All right, so
Let's talk a little bit about that, because there's not many people that do that. People feel that and they feel there's something wrong with them. Two things I'd like to know: is it something that you always had, or is it something that you kind of found and then played with and made it work?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Third thing: why do you like it, you lunatic?
Well, I think I could be criticized for what I'll say, but well, it's my experience and it works apparently.
Nobody can say a single thing because you're the one that understands it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so difference. What I believe we are going to speak about in here when we speak about the pool freediving, when the contractions are happening, they're most likely would be the contractions caused of CO2 levels rising right up in your body, while the term of contraction doesn't necessarily mean the CO2 levels going up. The contraction is just the movement of this like squeeze of diaphragm, the contraction of diaphragm, of the muscle going up and down, and there might be another reasons for that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And what happens with me, I believe, is that I really do have the contractions from every dive from around 10 meters on the way down. And they are not...
That's crazy.
If I had
like
that...
having contractions at 10 meters on the way down is like something very rare and hard.
Yeah, I've heard the voices that it's terrible, that it should be not performed like this, blah, blah, blah. And I do not fully agree with that because I am the proof that it's possible to dive like this. And believe me, I am very comfortable. I actually started measuring my stats just out of curiosity, and today I dove to the bottom of Blue Hole and...
You did like 95 this morning?
No, there's no 90. I did 88, but it was at the bottom.
88.
Yeah, I think it's 92 maybe, something like
you
that.
You can get to 95 if you want to hit your head.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes,
it's an uncomfortable way back.
No, because some people they go down, they take the snorkel, the mask, the weight belt.
Oh no. So I was line diving and I touched 88, and my heart rate was 33 at the bottom. So I mean, I'm just telling you that because I'm not cooking up that I'm feeling comfortable. I am comfortable. I must be comfortable for my heart rate to drop down to 33 at the bottom.
Yeah, for sure. That's the proof right there.
Yeah, and what happens, I just do not really enjoy Friendsling much, and I feel my mouth fill the first one at 10 meters, and that's where my contraction starts because I'm the biggest ambassador of relaxed stomach, I would say, and I even kind of over expanded just to make sure that I am not tensing the abdominal muscles.
Overextended meaning pushing your belly out almost.
But like just a tiny bit, not to really push too much effort.
You mean push it out to release it?
Yeah, so I release it and a tiny bit push it out. But what happens? Then the pressure below your glottis changes, and our body, as I believe, I don't know, but I think all the organisms in the world probably try to reach the state of equality in terms of pressure in all their bodies. Okay, I don't want to speak about all the species in the world. Maybe I'm sure I shouldn't. I'm not really entitled. But the pressure should be equal everywhere, right? And if it's higher above the glottis and suddenly it drops below the glottis, obviously I'll start having contraction just to even the pressure and all the air spaces in my body.
So and I push your belly out on the way down?
A tiny bit. A push is a big word though.
Yeah.
It's just like a slight over expansion of my stomach. And it's very comfortable for me. It's very comfortable for me. My contractions, because these are contractions, they are very rhythmical and I like it. They kind of create a rhythm to my dive and I know when they're coming and it's okay, it's fine.
The belly thing, between me and my students, I call it Christmas belly. When you're standing there with your family in Christmas and you're going, look at my belly, and you're not forcing it out, but you're allowing it to do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
And by doing that naturally, it goes out slightly. But when we're in the water, lungs are shrinking, pressure's doing its thing, the belly's actually going to draw in, obviously, as we start to go down.
Yeah, eventually, of course. Eventually it will. But yeah, so they don't disappear later at depth. I think it's just like my
belly won't disappear at depth.
I mean, the contractions. The contractions do not. Oh my god! Come on. Yeah, the contractions do not disappear because, like, eventually, of course, my diaphragm goes up and my belly gets sucked under my ribs, but the contractions stay. And I think it's more of. I think it might be a mental thing that is just like it really becomes a rhythm for me because it goes on from 10 meters to like my max I ever dove was 95. So from 10 to 95 is continuous. It's like a hiccup.
Is it like the contractions is going harder and harder? It's every time soft contractions.
Sometimes they're deeper, sometimes they're shallower.
But deeper on the way up, or even deeper
On the way up,
down?
I already start having the CO2 contractions, of course. But these are different. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like to hear that every contraction is terrible. It's like, to me, when I hear that, it's as if you said that a hiccup was something terrible. You have a hiccup because of something that's going on in your body, but it's not necessarily something wrong, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what is a hiccup.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If we carry on with these beers, we'll be doing them in about half an hour.
I don't like hiccup. Allez, santé. Ah.
Talking of these beers, mine's empty. You two are being a little bit slow, so I'm going to go to the
Oh my
fridge.
god.
But I do find it very interesting that you
You're
talk
spoiling
about
my reputation.
spoiling it or showing it.
Oh my god.
I get back
Well.
to the boring contraction stuff.
Hilarious.
It's very interesting and really cool that you talk about them in two kinds of ways. Because so many people talk about contractions are contractions and there's no other conversation. Whereas you're like, no, then the CO2 contractions come, but on the way down, I'm
I mean,
just hiccuping.
contraction
there we
is-
go. Maybe you're just hiccuping because of all the beer. Maybe that's now I'm spoiling your reputation.
Oh man. Cut it off.
Turn the mic off.
Everything gonna be online. Maria, simple questions. Because when I go on your Instagram and I look at your story, you are in Oman, you are in Poland, you are here, you are traveling the world. Where do you live?
I don't know. I've been running a pretty amazing life, actually, very adventurous one. So I actually left Poland in the age of 20, and I left to India, where I was living for 5 years.
Ah, you lived 5 years in India?
Yes, and
Where?
Dahab belly is nothing to you.
in Bangalore.
In Bangalore, okay.
Yes, so I was more into IT topics. I was graphic designer. I was UI UX designer.
UX?
UI UX, user experience, user interface.
okay,
Yeah,
experience,
like
okay.
working on some websites, applications, blah blah blah. And long story short, I went to India because I wanted to force myself to go abroad because I did not speak English
Okay.
at the age of 20. In my school,
It would be so funny if you had an Indian accent.
it would have been, but the life is
My
not
name is Maria
ideal.
Bobela. I'm a deep free diver right now.
freediver, please.
Yeah, I mean, it would be perfect, but life cannot be this beautiful. Yeah, and when I graduated with fine arts. Last year of my studies, I did internship with a corporation that is responsible for delivering all the work, like creative work for medical markets. So it
Okay.
was
Pharmaceutical business and marketing.
yeah. So I was doing like packages of, I don't know, ibuprofen and a lot of things that somebody needs to do, but they're not very, I would say, creative. And I got kind of burnout within the first year of my work. And
You was like 26?
I was 20. I did
Oh
my
my God.
bachelor's. I did my
Ah,
bachelor's.
you
See
did
a
bachelor.
pattern arising here.
Yeah. And what happened, I also had this complex of not knowing English. So throughout all my education, German was the main language.
German?
German.
yeah.
Nein.
Nein, nix sehr gut. Nix sehr
Tickets?
gut. Entschuldigung.
Not anymore.
Ich bin nicht eine Kartoffelsalat.
I thought you were going to tell me you spoke German then. I speak a
Back
small
then,
bit.
I could speak a little bit, but you know how it is. Like, when you're a kid, you don't really appreciate the value of the subject you're learning. So I really regret I didn't jump into it a little bit more. But to the topic, I decided that I want to be able to learn from the tutor. So I was like, okay, let me just go abroad where I have to speak. And I really dreamed of going to London, but of course I was absolutely terrible potential employee because I did not have a language, and the only portfolio that I had was ibuprofen packages. So I was getting rejected. I have an older brother who helped me with all the CVs, whatever. And my older brother happened to be in this moment in Bangalore, was trying to implement his master's project that he was doing in the suburbs of Copenhagen in India. It was something about robotic stuff, drones transporting blood in between hospitals, something like that. And Bangalore turned out to be an ideal place because of its traffic. And he called me one day and he's like, "Oh my God, Maria, it's so amazing in here. You gotta come to India. Just check this UK and just come here. Like, let's give it a try here." I was so desperate to go somewhere. I was like, "Listen, whatever."
Okay. So you went to Bangalore?
Yeah, he helped me. He had
for 5 years.
So I went for 1 year.
Crazy.
First, I signed 1 year contract, and it was terrible because I came there and like everybody's shaking their head. I don't know if it's yes, if it's no, if it's a maybe or.
True story. I have some story about Indian shaking head.
Yeah.
You've got some very interesting stories about India. Actually, maybe we'll head back.
I will not tell the story.
Julian's
But read my
had
book if you want to know the story.
Read
Read my book.
shameless plug there for you. Julian's got a book and he wants you to read it. I've started
Yeah.
reading the translation into English that you sent me. And
Oh, now you should do the jingle. Julian and Murray. What is the title of it?
What's the name of it?
The Eco Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can we do a
I was in Goa and I was like, how we say in English?
French?
Séquestré? How we say in English? Kidnapped. I was
You were
kidnapped.
kidnapped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hell.
Yeah.
You
But
got some
anyway,
stories?
let's speak about you.
Before he starts crying, let's get back to you.
I mean, I imagine people right now closing this podcast and just trying to buy your book. That was a good one.
yeah. I read you sent me a few pages when you were first translating it, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, we're at a checkpoint in Sharm where they take the passports, and he just freaked out. Because his passport got stolen when he was
Oh, no.
kidnapped. And I
Okay.
saw the fear in your face, and I was like, I giggled a little bit, because I'm like, haha, I know why.
That's so bad.
I don't like when people take my passport.
Well, I agree. That's nice. Okay, so let me be an interviewer for a second. Where can we get your book?
Oh, online, Fnac, shop, everywhere.
Available in all good bookstores from August the 31st.
Is there a 31st in August?
Yeah.
I don't know the numbers in the months, by the way. I never learnt them.
And
From August the 1st.
also available on www.onlyfans.com.
/Julian Mark. Oh,
No, but-
yeah.
I mean, like, India is very hard. It's not for beginner. When you start to travel, India is not for beginners.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
this is the reason why I found myself in freediving. You never know.
just
Because-
therapy, active
Yeah.
therapy, trying to figure out those.
No, look, for me, the thing was that I just signed a contract for 1 year, so I apparently didn't really have much opportunities to get out. Like, I like to be a woman of my word. So if I
Right,
sign
yeah.
something, I want to commit to it, you know? So I signed the papers. Apparently, the work was fantastic. I was working for a co-working space. And I don't know why they trusted me so much, but apparently all the visual aspects of the company were my responsibility, starting from branding, throughout choosing the furniture, through doing the murals on the wall. So it was amazing. It was
Wow.
really, really cool, creative work. I made a lot of friends out there as well. But it was very tough because I couldn't communicate with people the way I wanted, and I couldn't not make friends the way I wanted as well.
It's a bit like Julian here in Dahab. He really struggles to make friends.
It's okay. Shit
I try
happens.
to improve my English. That's why you are here. You help me to reach a better level in
I'm
English.
just helping you make friends.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're doing great.
No, I just date American.
Julian's learning many languages at the moment.
Very good. Very
should we
good.
say? Cheers to that.
Привет.
Well,
Okay.
now I'm
But
curious.
let's go back. Let's go.
Oh God! The
Let's
BBC
go back
has
to-
paused this broadcast for.
So yeah, sorry,
No
I'll
explicit
speed up a
language,
little bit
guys.
when it comes to that, like traveling stories. Apparently, I was earning a peanuts out there, and like I really wanted to leave after a year, but then I really contributed a lot to the company I worked for throughout this year. And when I told them I want to go back, they were trying to keep me out there, and they
I know that.
yeah,
and
they
they try to keep you up. Yes.
yeah, so they really raised my salary significantly, and I
Okay.
was just a junior back then.
Yeah.
So I did some research, and I realized that I will not be able to earn similar amount of money in Poland.
Mm.
So I decided to stay. But But this time I already had some basics of English. I could already communicate with people, and with that higher salary, I could afford traveling. So my Indian life took completely different path, I would say, and I started going places. The company agreed on me working remotely from time to time. So I really, really explored a massive part of India. And I kind of fell in love with that, already having this background of a year. After a year, you already start understanding the place. Also, something I'm not proud of, but I feel that if you live in such a place, you have to become a little bit indifferent to an ugly and sad images of this place. Because if you really focus on that, if you put all your attention to it, your life will be very miserable. I'm speaking here of poverty.
Can bring you down, for sure.
Yeah, so I had to go through that stage where I was shocked and I was sad and I couldn't understand how the life could be so unfair in a way, and then
it's
eventually...
so tough. India is crazy. Like it's 1 billion 300 millions people.
Yeah, something like that.
Like it's 22 official languages, and the poverty is like crazy as fuck. Like you see children with baby in street almost dead. You can see dead people in the streets. It's so violent.
I was so
but
privileged and thankful when I was younger. My mum and my dad took me and my brother to some interesting places, some countries with severe poverty for us to see it and experience it. I remember we went to Gambia once for 3 weeks, and the school was saying, taking your kids out of school for 3 weeks. And my mum's exact words were, they're going to learn so much more by seeing how other people live than they will do with 3 weeks in school. And rightly so, we did. You become... every now and then I have to take a moment to say how crazy privileged we are to be from European countries. We've got passports that allow us to go anywhere.
Yeah, we are lucky.
Yeah. Super. Tell you what, cheers to that.
Really?
So you spent 5 years in India.
5 years in India, and then after 5 years I decided it was a moment to try something different.
5 years is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But honestly, it's that part of the life that I know it happened, but it's been so many things happened since that it's hard for me to believe that it was actually 5 years that I spent there. So later I went to Thailand. Later on I went to States. Then I came back to India for another half year. Then I stayed in Brazil for some time, and I was
to the bed.
yeah. So it's just like I've been trying to find a place where I feel good at the particular moment, and I never really had a problem with being on my suitcases. I really like this adventurous life and seeing new places, experiencing new cultures, new food, new languages. It's very, very interesting to me. And apparently coronavirus was the moment when I stopped, when I got back to Poland from Brazil, because everybody was scared, so everybody was going back to where the families were,
So from Brazil to Poland, it's not the same atmosphere.
Yeah, but I was. I would lie if I didn't say that. I was spending some time in between different countries. I was coming back to Poland, family is there, so I like.
You like in Varsovie?
Yeah, Warsaw. Varsovie?
Varsovie, yes, French pronunciation. Varkovie, how would you say?
Warsaw.
Warsaw.
I didn't even know what you meant when you said that word.
Warszawa in Polish.
Warszawa?
Yes.
Warszawa is
Warszawa.
okay.
Yeah.
And in French again?
Je sais, I don't.
Varsovie.
Ouais.
Varsovie.
I forget.
You said that. It's gone. He made
Too
it
much
up.
beer.
He made it up. Oh, not enough.
Put some light.
How long have we been rolling for?
It's okay, we can still going.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So I got back to Poland. Look, Poland is absolutely beautiful. I really am happy to see how much Poland has grown throughout this time I was away. And for me also having these gaps in between, like half year, 1 year, 2 years coming back, it's incredible to see how this place is growing. But the autumn and winter time in Poland can be really nasty.
Yeah.
And this was exactly when I came back, It was exactly when I got back for this rescue flight from Rio de Janeiro to Warsaw. everybody's scared wearing the masks. You know, the person that coughs next to you, everybody wants to kill that person because they think it's going. Oh my god, it was terrible.
Yeah.
I flew through London Gatwick on the. We get this right. I think it was the official first day of lockdown in England.
Okay.
And England were not taking it seriously.
It
I landed on the first official day, and everyone, people that were flying, I landed from Canada. I had to leave Canada because I was living there for 5 years also. COVID completely messed up my residency. My life was just hit on pause for ages. The day I landed back into Gatwick, the first official day, everyone's wearing hazmat suits. They've got gas masks on, and I landed in like
Wow.
a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. It's like, oh, you really are taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Crazy part of
Totally.
part of our lives.
Yeah. So yeah, what happened? I landed back in Poland, and so this was the moment like everything was closed, and I really do not know of any other country. Probably there were some that was following up with such a heavy lockdown as we did. So apparently there were some crazy fines for just going for a walk. And the only reason you could go out was either going to pharmacy
Or to get vodka.
or
Or sausage.
either grocery store.
Those pork stick things
Yes,
that you bring
Dion.
me. Those,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Yes, it's 3 reasons.
Sounds similar to Spain. Spain was also super strict. There's people getting fines. I remember a video, it was funny at the time, looking back, it's still funny, but it's not nice. There was a woman dangling her little dog from like a 2nd-story balcony on one of those retractable dog leads.
So it's going to go on.
So it landed on the floor and it's walking around in circles and then they pulled it back out.
That's hilarious.
You watch these back and you're like,
Yeah.
what planet were we on? Like, really, what was going on?
That was crazy. But like you see, it's. I think it's been very harsh on so many people, depending on the businesses people were doing as well. But for me personally, it was the best turn of my life.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Well, it was the same for me. I lost I lost everything with COVID.
Yeah.
I lost my sponsor. I lost everything.
Wow,
Yeah. So
virginity?
what do you do? Yes. My 40-meter virginity. Yes. So COVID was a good impact for you.
Very good. So yeah, sorry, like because this answer to your question, which was about traveling, expanded to half our conversation. So yeah, like I was always comfortable with being on my suitcases, and I think this kind of contributed to freediving becoming a big part of my life as well, because you need to travel, you need to go to the water places, you need to go to the places that have good water conditions, and these are not Poland. It all kind of like matched.
So do you plan to go to the next one in Rautan or to go to Limassol? Are we doing both?
I didn't plan to go to any World Championship this year because I do not like both of the locations.
Don't like sandflies. Roatan, I've heard, is horrendous for sandflies.
I didn't really have much of this problem. There are some, but no, I really didn't experience
Maybe
it.
Utila, sorry, maybe the
I've
sister
heard
island.
that about the Long Island where the vertical blue is, but I haven't gone there, so I don't know. Look, Roatan is a very beautiful island, but it's very difficult to travel there. It's quite a travel. I went there for the first and only time in 2023, I believe, and it took me. I flew from Warsaw to Vienna, then from Vienna to Frankfurt, then from Frankfurt to New York, from New York to Houston, and from Houston to Roatan. It took me 5 flights.
Was that 3 flights just to leave Europe?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I also...
Do you want me to look at your flights next time?
No, I was trying to find something that was quite budget friendly.
Right.
Like
Cheap.
the price difference between this and something more human, let's say, was giant. So that was the reason I chose it this way. But yeah, Roatan, I liked it. I liked it in terms of its nature. People of Roatan were a little bit aggressive, surprisingly. They weren't very welcoming, to my surprise. But Limassol, when it comes to Ida, Limassol is definitely one of the best organized competitions up to date that I've been competing at. I would say it's equal with Cash. That was actually SEMA's competition in 2022, I think.
Yeah.
But I just don't like Limassol. You know, it's very expensive. It's ugly. I don't enjoy it out there. And to go to a place for a month that I have to sponsor myself, that I have to spend tremendous amount of money, and I really do not get any gratification, even if I score something significant. I really do not feel that's something I want to do.
Okay.
So this year my emphasis is on something else, and I've been actually trying to get deeper in freshwaters, which is a very, very different kind of freediving. And
Where have you been doing that?
in Poland.
In Poland, right. Okay.
I did in Poland.
So cold.
It's very cold, fresh water. It's very dark. But surprisingly, I started enjoying it. It's very, very different physical experience.
Yeah.
And I like to jump on this.
Okay.
And I'm planning to go to Italy in July to compete in Italy.
Nice.
Where?
Awesome.
In Garda Lake.
Garda Lake.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There is Italian.
Fresh water.
Yes, there is Italian championship that is open for outsiders as well, and I decided I like to use that because I'm very curious about how deep I can get in our Polish lake.
Yeah.
Last year I kind of managed to switch my mind on to feel comfortable with that pitch black and it's 4 Celsius degrees water out there.
Yeah, it's so cold.
And
And you know you're going to have fun in Lake Garda. The amount of Italians that we know from Dahab, you know you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Plus, you know, the place is beautiful. Like I'm very,
Yeah.
like I don't definitely not have this tremendously serious approach to freediving that I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, you know, one of the best athletes in the world and I have to kill it wherever it is. I don't think I am actually, and I don't think I'd ever want to, even if I was the best athlete in the world, I don't think I'd like to jump onto this approach because look, I haven't been an athlete forever in a way. Like I performed different sports, I competed in different sports, I was on high level in volleyball playing, etc., but it's not the sport I've been performing all my life. So coming back to the beginning of our conversation, I want to live my life, and I feel that a part of freediving becoming apparently one of the most significant parts of my life, because now it's my job, it's my work, it's my bread, it's the source of new friendships, it's a definition of where I live as well. So it is really one of the main pillars of my life. I still want to be playful around it. So whenever I go to compete, it's also my holiday. You know, I don't want to go to a place that I absolutely do not enjoy and spend like 3 months of my earnings just to try to score some number. I'd rather go to smaller competition that is just cool and nice and has nice vibes and yeah, that's my approach at the moment.
I wish we will do a competition in the hub.
I think
one day in the Blue Hole, but the Blue Hole will not be deep for you enough now.
Well, you know,
you need more now.
No, I think they're like.
Put the line at an angle into the arch and we're all good.
No, come on, guys. That's very optimistic, but yeah, we still got CNF to work on, and
which you are bloody good at. May I say
but
so myself.
You know, there is definitely big room to train.
Yeah, it's actually what I want to train in this upcoming winter, because I haven't really trained. So, there's a lovely little. So I've got a seamless. Segue actually talking about CNF. I've never I've played around with CNF a bit myself, and every now and then I'll do a deep CNF dive. But
sorry, I need to break it. You were the first blackout I've ever seen.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
What?
Yeah.
I was Maria's first blackout when you were going through your instructor course then, right?
I think so. Or we were just buddying each other. I think so. We just went for
I
this
wasn't a
fun
student
session.
as such, but I think you were doing the instructor course.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Dion blacked out on
fun.
his 25 meters CNF dive.
What? You black out on 25
25
meters?
minutes CNF.
No, it's not
I
possible.
swear to
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
How?
All right. Maybe,
Why?
I think it might have been 29. Okay, it might have
Oh.
been 29. Several contributing factors. In Dahab, my first 6 months, I'm living with a guy who's got 2 puppies. Obviously, everyone finds puppies here, don't they, Maria? You found a dog or two whilst being in Dahab. So I had a terrible night's sleep. These dogs are scratching at my door. I'm letting them in. I'm petting them. Feeling, I love dogs. This is great. So I had maybe 2 hours sleep, and I was debating on going to the Blue Hole or not. I'm like, I don't want to cancel on Maria. Let's go. We'll still dive.
Oh,
So we
such a
get there.
responsible young man.
No, I thought I won't dive. I see how I feel when I get there. Maybe I have safety. I see how I feel. Maybe I just pull the pin and
Thanks God
cancel.
he didn't.
Hopefully.
So
yes.
you can take the piss out of me as much as you want, because I'm about to say something now that you might want to cut out of the podcast.
Alright, go.
We arrived to the Blue Hole and you said, I had some drinks last night. I'm a little bit hungover. Can we wait 2 hours before going in? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was playing. So first thing, terrible night's sleep. Second thing, I'm playing around with fasting in the morning.
Ah, okay.
So I normally
okay.
always eat before diving. There's actually I've been naughty before and I've been safe. I've been working and I've got a protein bar on the buoy and I'm eating whilst diving. Like, not many people can do it. I need food in my system. My body needs something in the morning or I don't feel good when I'm diving. Simple as that. I've figured it out over the years. I now can fast if I'm waking up, going to the water, diving, done. If there's any playing around or whatever, I start to get hungry. I feel my blood sugar levels crash like crazy and I don't feel
So I'm
good.
responsible for
100% responsible, 110% if you will.
I
So
see.
terrible night's sleep. Get to the Blue Hole. I'm like, yeah, we can
You've
wait.
been waiting for Maria Bobela?
Yeah. So we
Very good.
waited 2 hours or so. Then we went into the water. I'm like, actually, I feel fine. I feel okay. So we get in the water. We have a nice session. Everything's good. I think did I do a personal best that day? I can't remember what we were doing. I can't remember the dives previously. It's almost like after I
No, but we
blacked
had
out,
like
I got
legit session.
amnesia.
Yeah.
We had a nice session. It was fairly strong. And then the lines opened towards the end. Let this be a lesson to anybody listening. Never dive on an open line. So I'll just go down and do a CNF dive and I'll just turn when I feel okay and I'll come back up. I'm super tired. I haven't eaten. I've just done quite a stressful session. So I go down, I start free falling, everything's feeling fine. I turn on the line, I think it was around, I don't know, 25 to 30-ish. I had a base layer over my 3mm wetsuit. I didn't like wearing my 5mm wetsuit. So I put my 3mm on and I'll put this like a surfing rash guard over the top. It might keep me a little bit warmer. I don't know, I'll play around with it. It was a thermal one and it holds so much water. I found out the hard way. So I've turned, super relaxing dive. I'm having a little celebration CNF at the end of the session. I put in like 1 stroke, eyes closed. 2 strokes, 3 strokes. I open my eyes and I'm like, I'm not moving. 4th, 5th, and I'm just staring at this line going nowhere. I'm like, ah! And the panic just set in. So I then started moving, started getting towards the top. All of these things on top of each other with the lack of sleep.
He
and
really
being
needed to
tired
justify himself.
yeah, for sure. People always say, I'd say it's at the end. But yeah, so I then fight my way to the top. I switched to free immersion way later than I should have because of the panic, you know. I was still a fairly new freediver, a very new freediver at the time. This was 5 years ago, I think. So I get near the surface. I'm reaching the surface, and my next memory is
Gus trying
laying
to
in
kiss
the
you,
arms
or-
of Gus and Oleg,
yeah.
who are now my very good friends, Gus and Oleg from Touchdown. And I'm led there facing both of them, and Oleg just goes, "Good morning, mister." And your face was white.
Yeah,
You
that was
you
funny.
had such fear in your face. And
Yeah.
What I
So
want to say
you take
is,
him like surface blackout or?
No. He surfaced blacked out, but I think like because I never experienced that before, I was very new to freediving as well.
yeah.
And I think Gus and Oleg that were just on the buoy next to us, I think they already
They saw
understood.
it coming.
Okay.
They saw
Yeah,
it coming, so
Yeah.
yeah. So they kind of came in the, it's like more of the kind of a dive where you buddy your buddy, you swim with him, and then they grab the buoy and you just turn your head away because you don't expect something would happen. And suddenly you find them like lying down in the water. So
I just wanted a kiss. That was
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted a kiss, and she ignored
Next
it.
time I dive with you,
She
I'm gonna
completely
fake a
ignored the
blackout.
opportunity.
you got a kiss just from a different person.
Yeah, from Oleg, I think. What a beautiful way to start our friendship. But yeah, people always say when you have a blackout, there, which is what I say as well. Everyone should say the same thing. There's lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
Normally, there's a lesson to be learned. That particular, that first blackout that I ever had, several lessons. If you sleep terribly, keep that in mind, because 2-3 hours after being awake, you can then start to feel okay. If you're playing around with fasting, keep that in mind. If it's something new, for sure. And for Jesus Christ, for God's sake, don't wear a thermal base layer over the top of your wetsuit. Yeah, several things that I had to take into account.
Yeah, but I think
learn a lot of lessons.
it's very good that we had this experience, and thanks God all of it finished well.
Alhamdulillah.
But also, like you hear about blackouts, and there's something abstract until you experience it. Like a lot of people speak to me right now, telling me they're very scared of blackout, but while you're experiencing it on your skin, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing really frightening. And
Yeah.
then also in terms of safety, it's really. I mean, I wish we did not have to experience it and
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
other people going
Yeah,
through
for
that.
sure.
But also, like what I just said, that I was resurfacing with you, and you were at the surface already, and then I didn't even
Yeah.
think that something would happen. I just like turned my head away, and suddenly I see Oleg and Gus.
Yeah, I remember you
You-
saying I came up and then I just fell backwards away from you, and you were what?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I didn't expect
Yeah.
it would happen because to me, in that particular moment, I wasn't aware how does it look. So I thought you were just fine. So I wasn't prepared to actually safety you. And
Yeah.
thanks to this story, now I safety in a little bit different ways. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was just a
we
brilliant
learned
experience.
from our experiences for sure, and I've actually been in the situation of Gus and Oleg now. I've been exactly right there in the blue hole. I've seen somebody coming up super fast. I can see they're panicking. Their safety's not particularly sharp, and I've dived down, followed them up, and they've copped it on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed them, and then thank you so much. Oh my god. And you almost feel bad for being the person, or I can see they feel bad for not being the person that spotted it. It just comes from experience.
Of course,
I've
absolutely.
spent countless days, weeks, months, however long in that blue hole, and there's always so many lines, and there's it. I'm not gonna say as if it's a part of our sport. As you said earlier, you wish it wasn't. The reality is, if we are pushing ourselves sometimes, if we are
It's going to
stressed,
happen, of course.
it can happen. It's
absolutely.
a very, very deep conversation that we're not going to go into. But
I have
Yeah.
a special question for you right now. I love to ask that if you have the possibility to use a time machine to travel in the time and the space, where do you go, when, and why?
Julian loves just taking the conversation, throwing it to the side, and just going in a different
Yes.
direction. I love it.
This is the idea.
Okay. Dion, where would that be? I need to give
Where
it a
would
thought.
you be? Would you be back in the blue hole and you would take the opportunity to kiss
You
me
know
when I
what?
blacked out?
Oh my god, how didn't I think about it earlier? I wish that was the moment though.
If you could time travel,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd go further than 5 years.
Mamma mia. My life could have been so different though. No, you know what? I've had moments in my life that I was struggling, but I really like where I am right now. And being at a stinky dahab at the moment, I like being here right now. And I don't want to be anywhere else at the moment. It's very nice.
That's beautiful. What an amazing answer.
And
I want
to be very
here.
honest with you, it's a very honest answer though. I really did not have to cook anything up actually in all this conversation. I'm very happy that I can be sitting in front of the mic and speaking honestly about
Yeah.
my experience.
Because
Not-
if I think about it, I'm like, take me to the 70s. I want to go to a disco
I mean, Chicago, free love, let's go crazy. This is, wow. There seems like there was, you can look back on any moment in history with the rose tinted glasses and think it looked amazing. Obviously, you can look at the good things, but yeah, I don't know. That for me would be awesome.
All right, cool.
So you're
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
to be in the hub, in the moment. I think this is
Love it.
the time to close this podcast. Do you want to add something? Or maybe, Dion want to say something?
I've got some questions for my good friend Maria as well.
Okay, let's keep going.
We're going to go for a quick fire, 3 questions.
Okay.
Quick fire, in, out.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be super quick, but
Okay. Oh my God.
you may have been asked these questions before
All right.
on a free diving podcast. It might be boring. You might be able to answer it really quick. But anyway, duff. I've got 3. Maybe I'll ask you 4. Who even knows?
Okay.
Most memorable dive ever. Go.
Blue hole, approaching my first 72 meters, opening my eyes at 40 meters, alarm to start my free fall, encountering a fucking oceanic white-tip shark in front of my
Lovely.
face.
Wow.
Obviously turning back and performing the quickest ascent in the history of freediving. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Shark
Did
meeting.
you feel the adrenaline bounce off your fingertips?
I don't know, like I don't know what I was experiencing. It was just such an unexpected thing that I really just yeah, that's very memorable.
The number 1, you didn't hesitate. That was
Yeah.
straight in there.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Question number 2. If you could give one tip to all freedivers right now, what would it be?
Freedivers, people already freediving.
Love your contractions.
No.
Learn to love them. Learn to
I
love
would
them.
say, based on my experience, it would be whatever your goal is, don't put the main emphasis on the goal, but focus on the step.
Nice. Yeah.
And I think that this is something that I did not really think of before, but now when I focus on the step, I actually started enjoying the step, and I really like my trainings. I really go happy to my trainings. I get happy out of my trainings,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
I try to learn something out of each performance, each training, each dive,
Yeah.
without really thinking of the glory and the final
Yeah.
outcome.
The age-old cliche, right, of learn to love the process.
Yeah, but
Simple as that.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
like I'm thinking that sometimes some of the quotes they sound very cliche until you actually live the essence of it, and then you understand what it actually means. Because we hear a lot of these things like, "Oh, live the presence,
Yeah.
enjoy the process."
Yeah.
You will understand one day why it all needed to happen to you. You will learn from your mistakes, la la la, and it all sounds super cliche.
Yeah.
But all of the sentences, all of the sayings, they, like in my case, I see that
They ring very true.
They are
Yeah.
very true when you experience actually something that leads to those conclusions.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
Let it out. Another cough. Do you want another one? A quick cough, and then we'll go into question 3. There you go. Question number 3. If not freediving, then what?
I don't know.
What would you be doing, and where would you be?
I'd do something different. That's for sure. But what would that be? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea.
Judo in your stockings, maybe.
Huh?
Back to judo in your stockings.
Judo
maybe.
in my stockings. Probably not. Probably not. I think like before I started to freedive, like traveling was my big thing.
Yeah.
So
You'd be a travel influencer. You'd be in Bali eating a smoothie bowl.
maybe I never know.
Remote
You never
job.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also was also very fascinated about languages, and they were pretty easy for me to catch if I really put my mind into that. So
Right, okay,
I
interesting. You can help me because I'm terrible at learning languages. See that? I can't even speak English. I'm terrible at learning languages.
All right.
Yeah, it's something my brain, I struggle with a lot. Yeah, I try.
Yeah, but I don't know.
feel
Like
I'm
honestly, I
failing.
feel that I'm doing what I wanted to do. It's just that most of my travels right now, the main focus goes underwater.
Yeah.
Like I usually go to the places that have a water. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think I still keep moving.
Yeah.
And I really always wanted to go around, meet people, meet new cultures. Like food is big aspect of my life. I love to
Yeah.
try new things as well. It's such a beautiful thing. Addition to travels, there are like endless possibilities of experiencing the cultures. So I think I'm
Yeah,
doing that in just a little bit different way right now through freediving.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I like the answer is similar to what Julian said. It's kind of like, I don't want to think about it too much. I like where I am.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Really, really cool. Bonus question?
Bonus questions for me or for you?
You go.
Okay.
And then I've got a quick.
Do you have a favorite quote? Une citation.
Favorite what?
Quote.
Quote.
Quotes.
Quote. Favorite quote.
Quote. Quote.
Sorry for my pronunciations.
No, there's absolutely nothing that actually I can think of. Oh my god, I feel unprepared. But I feel like okay, it's gonna be also very cliche, and I think like it is what it is. I like it is what it is, and
Yeah, let's go for cliché.
It is what it is. Love it.
I really do like this quote, and I really learned to embrace wherever I am and try to make the best out of it. Yeah.
Got any good jokes?
Huh?
We can end on a joke. Have you got any good jokes? I love asking people this question because I've got a million in my head at every moment.
You go.
No, you go. Go on.
No, I don't
You
have
can
any
take a
good
minute to
jokes.
think.
I am terrible at jokes.
Okay. Is it down to me? I'm going to keep it fairly PG. Keep it fairly. So a clear my throat for this one. So a chicken walks into a library, right? And the chicken walks up to the desk and he goes, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." And the librarian gives the chicken a book. And the chicken walks away with his book. 5 minutes later, the chicken comes back. Buck, 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 buck. And the librarian hands the chicken a book. The chicken walks away. 5 minutes later, the chicken comes back again. Buck, 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 buck. The librarian gives the chicken a book and walks off. And the librarian's like, what is happening here? What the fuck is going on? The next time the chicken comes back, buck, 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 buck. The librarian says, I've got to ask, what are you doing with this book? And the chicken goes, follow me, follow me. So the chicken gets the book, walks 5 minutes down the road and gets to a pond. He shows the book to a frog. And the frog looks at the book and goes, read it.
Oh my god.
Lovely. But
Dun, dun, dun. Okay,
way to
guys.
finish.
After 1 hour 30 and 3 beer, it's time to
Cheers. I hope you all had as much fun listening as we did talking.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much to have
Thank
joined
you
us.
so much.
Let us
Jasper.
know what's your Instagram handle. Where can we find you?
Maria Bobela.
Maria Bobela. Maria Bobela.
Thank you. Can I make some noise? End of the podcast.
Badum, boom.
Tu as envie de progresser en profondeur et en relaxation? Rejoins-moi en stage d'apnée à Dahab, dans une eau chaude et translucide. 7 jours d'apnée, 8 sessions dans l'eau, yoga, breathing class et cours de compensation. Frenzel, Mousefeel, bref, tout ce qui permet d'aller toujours plus profond. Sans oublier des activités dans le désert, sorties dans le mythique Blue Hole, Highlight House, mais aussi des sessions de nuit pour travailler le mental et profiter du plancton fluorescent. En général, les stagiaires gagnent 5 à 20 mètres en une semaine et améliorent grandement leur plaisir sous l'eau. Plus d'infos sur la page Insta Freediving Family ou sur julienmoreau.org.